This book is called Vibrational Medicine for the 21st Century. This is the Spirit of Ecstasy channel, and I am the Good Spirit, reviewing with you all the good books again. This is another good book review. This is a wonderful book here that tells about lots of good alternative medicines, programs to help you get diseases and sicknesses healed. The ISB number to this one is 0688 16 403-X. Zero 688 16 403-X. ISBN 0688 16 403-X. That helps you to order the book, because then you don't have to remember the type in a long title or remember a long title and a bunch of authors and everything like that. You just put in that number and it goes right to it. And you can get all these books, from Libris or thrift books or many other books online. Just by typing in that number, it brings it right up. Vibrational Medicine for the 21st Century, a complete guide to energy healing and spiritual transformation by Richard Gerber, MD, just like Gerber baby food. Richard Gerber, MD. The complete guide to energy healing and spiritual transformation. And it has many good chapters. And it has a section starts off with a section called What is Vibrational Medicine? That's section 1. The human body as energy field. The clash of the paradigms, the Newtonian mechanism versus the quantum mechanics. The vibrational medicine model, the human energy system, the acupuncture meridian systems, the body's biocircuitry, the 7 chakras and spiritual connection to human health, the human subtle bodies, the invisible energy templates behind the physical form, the higher spiritual bodies and their link to the human soul. And in section 2, Vibrational Medicine and the Paths to Illness versus Wellness. Lots of good chapters. It's a wonderful thing. It gives you lots of good alternatives. It's been so hot here in Texas, I actually have to run the air conditioners. And then it interferes with the recording, but it's so hot that I can't even have a suit coat on and have to have air conditioners running. It got up to 80 degrees here on February the 19th. But section 2, Vibrational Medicine and the Paths to Illness versus Wellness, nutritional energy inputs and their influence on human health, the hidden dangers of environmental energy stress, subtle energy factors in health, traditional Chinese medicine and the role of qis, chakra dysfunction and health, a critical energy link between body, mind, and spirit, first chakra, second chakra, third chakra, fourth chakra, fifth chakra, sixth chakra, seventh chakra, the eighth chakra. In summary, the energetics of illness and wellness in the multi-dimensional human being. The human being is a multifaceted human being with many dimensions, and we have to be aware of all of those. Just looking at just the physical body and the biochemistry, chemical, physical, biology of the human being, we miss a lot. The human being is a multidimensional being. And so section 3, the road to health and wellness, a multi-dimensional approach or a multifaceted approach, taking care of the physical body, taking care of the spiritual bodies along with the physical, the role of consciousness in health and illness, a guide to tools for transformation, thought forms, probable factors, and the fine art of reality engineering. The higher self and our connection to the divine source. And then section 4, healing with homeopathy. What is homeopathy? Homeopathy, how does it work? The many methods of homeopathic prescribing. Homeopathy today, the resurgence of homeopathic medicine. What kinds of health problems may benefit from homeopathy? Homeopathy remedies for first aid and common medical problems. A trip to a homeopathic physician. And section 5, acupuncture and Chinese medicine. An ancient approach to vibrational healing. What is acupuncture and how does it work? The many flavors of acupuncture. A look at the different acupuncture approaches. What medical problems can be helped by acupuncture? A visit to an acupuncture practitioner. Section 6, the art of healing with flower essences. Phytomedicine, the many forms of plant-based therapies. What are flavor essences? How do flower essences work in healing body, mind, and spirit? The backdoor remedies, a major contribution to flower essence healing. The many varieties of flower essences. The blossoming of an ancient healing art. Flower essence therapy. Flower therapist versus self-treatment with essences. And section 7, healing with color and light. Can color and light really heal? Exploring the theories of how light therapies may work. The many different forms of color and light therapy. The inner path to color healing. The use of the mind and spirit in healing with color. And then section 8, magnetobiology and the art and science of magnetic healing. The history of magnetic therapies. Magnetism and the role of the geomagnetic field in health and illness. A closer look at magnetobiology, the biomechanisms by which magnetic fields may produce their healing or harmful effects. Esoteric aspects of magnetism, biomagnetism, subtle energies, and their relationship to magnetic therapies. Specific magnetic approaches to healing. Personal experimentation with magnetic therapy. Some guidelines to follow. And section 9, radionics, 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 just like radio and then nix, and distant healing, the black sheep of vibrational medicine. What is radionics? The history of a magical science. Considering radionics today as part of a healing approach. And then section 10, the varieties of hands-on healing. The scientific study of bioenergy healing. Is it real or is it just the placebo effect? Healing by the laying on of hands. How does it work? The many varieties of healing. Touch therapies. We are all healers. Our innate capacity for healing through touch. And of course, the best healing is always that healing that doesn't even require any touch. It just requires having enough love and having enough correct thought. That's always the very best healing. But many times that is just not present, and it's just not available, and it's just not practical, and people don't believe in it. And so a lot of other methods can be used, such as this, to bring people along until they can get to the point where they can accept higher forms of healing. And so these things are valuable in that sense. And then section 11, vibrational medicine and its implications for personal and global spiritual transformation. And then you have appendix 1, a homeopathic resource guide, appendix 2, an acupuncture resource guide, appendix 3, a flower essence resource guide, appendix 4, a color and light healing resource guide, appendix 5, a magnetically oriented resource guide, appendix 6, a radionics resource guide, and appendix 7, a healing resources guide. And then you have recommended reading lists and a resource guide to books and indexes. And right, this is very valuable because, as I say, there are higher forms of healing, but people are not going to believe it. And people that need to be healed, the love of God, which is the major thing that we have to get in our life in order to be healed ourselves, in order to heal people, is to have the love of God flowing in our life. For I am persuaded that neither death nor life, nor principality, nor power, things present, things to come, nor angels, nor any other creature will be able to separate us from the love of God, which is in Jesus Christ our Lord. And the love of God casts out fear. The love of God, that's the greatest healing factor. However, the love of God also says we heal people however they will be healed. If they cannot bring themselves to believe in the higher forms of healing, then we that's the reason why I have so many medical books here. I have hundreds of medical books. Study medicine because people have to be helped. The love of God says help them. It says you can't always wait till they rise to the higher levels and higher dimensions. You can't wait till they even reach into the ability to partake in vibrational medicine. You can't wait until they reach into other alternative methods. You can't wait until they are able to understand mind science. You have to help them to get over their disease and their problems. And so that's where medicine comes in. But we need to be working toward rising above that as rapidly as we can. But that just shows you how you can balance being an MD or you can balance being a doctor or RN with also being a mental practitioner, a practitioner of religious science, a practitioner of thought science, mind science, or vibrational medicine, or any of the other alternative methods. And so it's very valuable. What is vibrational medicine? For many people, the terms vibrational medicine will be unfamiliar. The word vibrational conjures up an image of something vibrating or making sound. And the most basic such form is the matter that composes the physical body. According to the new perspective of Einsteinian and quantum physics, the biochemical molecules that make up the physical body are actually a form of vibrational energy. During the early part of the 20th century, Albert Einstein came to the startling conclusion that matter and energy were actually interconvertible and interchangeable. His famous E equals mc squared. Energy equals mass times light squared, mathematically described how matter and energy were interrelated. Einstein said matter and energy were, in fact, two different forms of the same thing. And that is right. And all of it is actually light, and all of it is actually spirit. At the time Einstein came up with this conclusion, few scientists would entirely understand its magnitude, but it was this very realization of matter's inconvertibility into energy that led to the development of the first atomic bomb, in which a few grams of uranium were converted directly into energy, proving Einstein's theory in a most unforgettable demonstration. With the example of the atomic bomb, more scientists came to believe in Einstein's assertion that matter and energy were two expressions of the same thing.